We have an AFL legend in the room. Would you welcome Kevin Sheedy? Sheeds.
Hi, how are you?
Always enjoying a good St Patrick's Day. Tell us about your heritage.
Oh, my heritage is obviously from Cork and Clare, and I think it was great to. My father named every son after a Catholic college in Melbourne, St Patrick's, St Bernard's, St John's, and he stuck mine in Toorak, which I wasn't really happy about, and that's St Kevin's. But that'd be like putting St Kevin's in Vaucluse, you know.
Tell us how you've made the transition up to Sydney. You enjoy it?
Oh, look, I'm very much an Australian person. I've been around Australia since I started in the 50 years ago, basically in the AFL. And I have no problem with Sydney. I was in the Army in Sydney, in the Engineers. And the last 4 years since we started the Young Giants team, been fantastic. The people have been marvellous. And a lot of people here have made us welcome.
Yeah, that's terrific. And I love this guy because he puts the code ahead of anything, expanding the code. If you want a bloke to actually push the code anywhere in Australia, this guy comes forward. He's just wonderful for the game.
Just in case you don't know, it's the Giants of the Greater Western Sydney, and we're going to kick your butt in round 2.
Oh, hang on. You may have noticed that my tie is more teal on the green side. That's because I'm chairman of the Port Adelaide Football Club, which is like the charity case of the AFL at the moment. But we're working hard, which will be good. Now, we get you on our first home game in Adelaide, but when we come to Sydney in June, you've offered a very special raffle prize.
Look, I know what the staff have offered. I'm very, very annoyed with them, to be honest, ladies and gentlemen. They've offered 20 minutes in the coach's box with myself working that day. That's obviously some person from Scotland's got in there and just offered 20 minutes. They're very dour sort of people, very frugal. I'm actually going to change the rules on this because I'm Irish, obviously. It's the whole day in the box, and damn the Scottish, you know. So.
How good is that? Can I just say it could be a pretty depressed box on that day, but, you know, put that aside, because that's the Port Adelaide game you'll be playing. But that's a great experience to sit with the master himself and Leon Cameron, who is one of the great up-and-coming rising coaches of this code as well. Look, tell us about the Irish connection in GWS. You've got a few Irish boys there.
Yeah, look, I have. I've actually recruited them in particular. We've got Satanta our helping. He should be sponsored by Satanta. It's as simple as that. So wherever that table is, you guys get your money out because we're coming after you. He's a great hurling player. As a young person in Ireland, come to live in Australia. His father's Irish, his mother is a Pacific Islander. And we've got Aidan Core. He's born in Ireland. Parents come out to live here in Australia. He was a very early draft pick. He's about a 6'3" boy, about 195 centimetre. Very good player. He'll be playing tomorrow against St Kilda. And, of course, a young boy called O'Rourke. So they're going to be fantastic opportunity for the Irish people to sponsor some great Irish names.
I was going to ask that because, you know, we've got to get behind the code. If you're an AFL fan and you're in business, this is a really good opportunity, is that you can actually sponsor individual players and they'll come and visit your company, be part of your culture, impress the staff.
Well, I think the other thing is that it wouldn't be that bad an idea to mentor them, because they may come and work for you one day after their career, and that's a great connection also. I mean, when you look at the AFL, a lot of people miss the gold nuggets, and that is that two wonderful players of AFL, Mike Fitzpatrick is the chairman, and Andrew Demetrio is the CEO. So we have that real connection into making sure that we don't only just play football, we actually develop them to work and become great leaders in Australia.
Yep. You've got the trial tomorrow, last trial before the comp starts, and the first game, a big one, Battle of the Bridge.
Yeah, well, look, we play Sydney in the first game, and most people know that a swan is a duck with a stretched neck. So I think that, and then we're going to stretch their neck on round 1, so that's the way it's going to be. It'll probably be an all-in brawl. It's going to be very serious, this game. It won't be a nice game. Swans think they've got the game already, and they're in deep water.
Kevin Sheedy, great to have you aboard. Thank you, mate. And all the best to the GWS Giants as well.